all just defaulted itself, which is really funny because I was streaming yesterday and everything was fine. In fact, I was streaming earlier and everything was fine.
The forces at work in the background are
We appreciate it. It
not
helps
with us yet. Thank you for the.
It's like it's there now.
Sound.
We're right.
Now we are sounding super stereo because it's coming through twice. There we go.
There we are. Right. Okay. All sound issues should now be resolved. Thank you.
Yes.
Should we just say all that again?
No, we'll just recap. Calypso's
Well-
going insane with the orb. Larry's gone insane for carrot cake. Verlin's robbing an old bakery, and everyone else is kind of like, "What are these guys doing?" And that's where we are. Tiriana and Ash, with you sort of been wandering about and on your high perch respectively, you would both see Calypso kind of hunched over and stuff like that. With you, obviously, do you do anything, but you will be aware that she's at least sat over it.
Just drooling a little bit.
Standard.
I'm going to approach her very, very slowly.
I can see. I've already spotted you, and I'm gonna
fly over to this roof.
slowly walk away.
It's okay.
This is the thing for me to
Calypso.
point out. There is 2 Calypsos on the map. There is one
Quite
beside-
wary. What is it you want, Tiriana?
I just want to talk to you about that look in your eye. You okay?
Yes. Just admiring. Would you like to come and admire my orb?
I would. Would you mind passing it to me so I can admire it?
No, it's not gonna happen. I'm Weston.
Maybe just put it down on the ground so I can have a look at it.
What do you want with it? What is
I-
your intent?
I just want to see what you see. I want to see what is so beautiful.
You can come see it, but I'm not putting it down.
Okay, can
Like,
you
right,
just
I'll pick
like
up
stay
after.
there with it a second? And I'm gonna kind of run back over to everybody else and go, right, we got a situation on his hands.
I was going to draw my sword like, where? Where's the
I'm just
situation?
gonna watch.
Not that kind of situation, Berlin.
Please don't chop me up.
Just before we go any further, Verlin, how much have you actually eaten at this point?
I'm more hoarding. I've been snacking on little bits as I've been bouncing about, though.
Right. Okay. No, that's fine. If it's just odd little bits, that's fine. Continue.
Oh, I want to know where that was going.
I'm going to come out of the shop and just go, you're damn right we've got a fucking problem. There's no more carrot cake.
You're gonna hear me.
I'll
yell
try
from
and
the
find
perch,
you some more
"Fuck your
carrot
carrot cake."
Okay, we just need to get this orb away from Calypso. It's doing something to her. I don't know what it is, but she has a crazy look in her eye, and I'm scared.
Has started
I'm
losing
going
skills.
to glide my way down.
And we just fought a kraken. We just fought a kraken, and that scares me.
Junior Kraken, don't be getting too cocky.
Careful,
Okay.
he might throw a real kraken out in the middle and just sweep us with one tentacle.
Honestly, I don't think even I could bullshit a land Kraken.
Please try.
Hey, who said it had
Living
to
in the
be
pipes.
on land?
I mean, there was that Ghost Shark movie where one appeared in like a water slide. Ghost Kraken.
Sharknado.
No, there's
Found
literally
a giant
one check.
bathtub.
A
Coming
shark
closer.
could
Right.
appear in any water.
Tiriana, what's she doing exactly? What's she doing?
She won't let go of the orb, and she is looking crazy, like crazy insane. She won't let go of it. We need to help her.
Foaming at the mouth now.
Alright, just before we do go any further with Tiriana and you guys, Ash, I know you said you glided down.
Yeah.
Are you coming in? Sorry, you were kind of in mid-flight and we got
No.
off track. I apologise, but so
It's
you were
okay.
coming
I
in.
was gonna come in and just walk over and see what she's up to,
Mhm.
and then see a
closer-
shiny orb.
The closer you get, the more tightly I'm going to hold it.
You have shiny?
I have shiny.
Oh, can I see shiny?
No.
Oh, I was just gonna look at it. That's all.
You can have a
Uh,
little peek.
All right, and I'm gonna stare at it.
I'm just gonna like lift the tab of my bag. You can have a little peek.
So Calypso, for you, the
Mhm.
more you stare into this, the
Mhm.
more you look at it, and the more people ask you about it, even though no one's trying to, all genuine just questions. Every time they're asking, every time someone's getting up, you're getting more and more anxious, and each time you hold it a little bit tighter,
Mhm.
you start feeling like a strange, almost like niggling voice, like at the back of your head a little bit. And I am going to require another wisdom save from you, please.
Mhm.
You
Would
turn
I
me
have to
into
make one
Marley's-
because I'm staring at it also?
Are you?
I'm literally like just
Oh,
staring at the shiny.
Have you touched it yet?
No.
Then no.
Okay.
Ooh.
Right. So she's having an episode, and we need to go get this thing to the demon. So I'm gonna grab my new found bag of remnantly half decent, possibly baked goods. I don't know. They looked tasty to me, and I'm gonna set off over to where all the hubbub is.
As I've approached, I'm going to sort of shout over to Calypso and go, "Hey, Calypso, have you seen any carrot cake?" And as I've sort of done that, I've sort of spun my loop round and just drummed the song to it, and I've cast Charm Person.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. So, charm person.
Do Dragonborn count as people?
Yeah, no, Dragon One would do. What level are you casting that at?
Just first level.
First of all, right. Okay, so it's another wisdom saving throw. For Alan, so it is going to be disadvantage on this as well because you are well captivated.
Uh-huh. Um.
Laughley's isn't the chat.
So,
Say
Does
bad.
that go against my spell save?
It does, so it's just under. So
Yes.
you are charmed.
It's charmed.
Now, Calypso, the other wisdom save, the effects from that still stand.
Okay.
Okay? However, you are charmed, so you will kind of yes, you do treat them as friendly. So while you are still very focused on what the other
Mhm.
thing, you're no longer threatened by these. You will happily go along
Okay.
with them to a point.
Okay.
Excellent use of charm person, Lawrence. Have inspiration if you don't.
So I'll be like, Rabbit Boy, do you want to see my orb? Holding it out
Okay.
willingly.
So I'm not going to look directly at it. I'm just going to ask her what's happening.
It's just shiny and preciousness. Look at it. How can you resist?
Shiny and preciousness.
Yeah.
I want to move
How long have
forward
you
and
felt
act
that
like
way
I'm about
about
to
it? Have
touch
you
it.
felt that way since you've touched it?
Since I first concealed it within my sack.
Fuck you.
So with a giggle, the bard walks away.
Sack.
Right, I've got my inspiration. I'm done. See you later.
Go play a tune.
where's
Are
everybody going?
you? I say, are you hanging around here anymore, or are you going to try and resolve what needs resolving?
No, I'm speaking. I'm sort of speaking calmly to her. Like sort of like in a hostage situation. The police get like a negotiator sort of thing. I'm trying to keep all her attention on me, and that's why I've also cast Charm Person as well, just to really get the juices flowing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shuffle
Actually-
over to Sindra with an armful of cakes and a mouthful of more cake and crumbs everywhere, and it's like, so is that orb that thing we need for resurrecting Billy Bones then?
I mean, it seems like it. I tell you what, you take that little baggie you've got there and put that bloody thing in it so nobody else touches it.
That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna just wander over and try sleight of hand it straight out of her hand.
All right.
Straight into the flour
I was-
bag.
As that's going on, I'm reaching for it also.
Right. Okay.
No.
In that case, then you two roll. I was going to make you roll at disadvantage because she's holding it tight. But if you both go in for it, roll it flat. Calypso, you can make a. We'll call it a Dex saving throw to see if you can snatch it away from both of them.
Mhm.
Could I've been
We're doing
slowly
sleight
making
of
my
hand?
way behind her. As I see these two guys going for it, can I not come up behind Calypso and try and restrain her? Maybe giving her disadvantage?
Yes, 6.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the disadvantage. Absolutely counts. I'm really sorry. You need to roll that Dex again.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's
Sorry.
Dex. It's a
I'll
Dex,
remember.
Dex save anyway. Oh, fine.
Ooh.
I'll remember this day.
It's for your own good.
Mm.
So, Ash, you go to try and grab it, and it's moved so quickly that you just kind of headbutt it as she lifts it up. You lose your grip on it a little bit. Tiriana grabs you, and Verlin, you are able to wrestle it. Now, did you have something on your hands? Did you say? Or are
I'm
you touching
literally
the orb?
no. My plan is like I've got the bag of flour, like the
He's like,
flour
"Poof."
that's got half
Mm.
some cake in it left or whatever. I'm just gonna try and like scoop it straight into the bag,
Yeah, that's fine. You do succeed, so you've got it in there.
so it's like a bowling ball in a sock.
Yeah, pretty much. Calypso, do me. It's going to be another wisdom saving throw. You can have advantage on this one now. It's out of sight. Actual saving throw as well, not a skill check.
Ah, okay. Uh. Was that at disadvantage?
Advantage because it's out of sight.
Ah, okay. Might have a shot in health. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, that's fine. You kind of shake loose, and you kind of a bit free of it now. You're in a little bit of a daze, and you still kind of want it. Like you're not going to let it out of your sight,
Mm,
but you've kind of shaken the effects off it for the most part.
You're not gonna
Okay.
fight for it.
but I'm watching you all.
Yeah, yeah.
What do
you're
you mean
still
you're
gonna
watching
stay
me?
clear.
Why? What's
You
this
are
orb been
Bill in
doing?
shadow.
What's this orb been doing? Are you all right?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Want me to brain you with it?
Right. I'm
But
gonna
that was
quickly-
obviously coming at some point.
No, this is fine. Does this need to go to the dude at the crossroads, or do I need to go try and force feed it to that corpse in the crater? I'm gonna try option 2. I'm already running off.
It's like, can we quickly all agree not to touch it?
I'm
with
gonna
a
chase
stick
after him.
in?
Okay.
I'm excited to see him shove it. And...
I'm following.
Oh,
the
oh,
orb.
so you're not chasing after him to stop him.
No, I'm literally just
No,
chasing
no,
after him to
I'm
watch it.
just gonna stand at the top and watch. I'm not going close.
No, how silly
gonna
of
pull
me.
I'm
my
Why
gonna
would I-
stand
That's
right
supposed to
next to him when he does it.
So-
We've known
Why on earth
Berlin a
would-
while now.
I'm just
Why
gonna
on
place
earth-
the bag next to me and get what's left of its jaw, pry it open, and just try and plonk the ball and balance it on its like teeth like that, and just the
So
orb on its teeth.
the orb, for a moment, it kind of balances on like the bottom jaw as it's open, and it sort of teeters. It then just rolls forward and crushes the skull.
Ooh,
So we don't feed it to the corpse.
And I just stand at the top, just going,
that looks like fun.
"Are we all done now?
I don't
Can we
know.
can we go see the demon, like we were supposed to?"
Yeah, fine. I'm just gonna scoop it up.
All right, that's fine. Yeah. So are you just carrying that like over your back, like Santa sack style, or?
Are you carrying it like
Are
dog
you
poo
touching it?
in front of you?
I'm like cradling it like I was before because there's still cake in the bottom.
Right.
So
Okay.
I want.
There's crumbs at the bottom now.
Right.
Oh
Save
my
the
It
cake.
crushed a skull. Your cake's not okay.
Then
No, the
I'm
cake's still-
taste.
The cake was still at the bottom of the bag, and then the skull's kind of the balls rolled out and crushed the skull. So you could have rescued the cake while the skull was out, the ball was out. Sorry, if you wanted.
No, the cake's at the bottom of the bag.
Right. Okay, that's
Now
fine.
it is.
You're doing everything you can with that one then.
Then I'd be
Um,
standing at the top of the crater, just rubbing the bridge of my nose, like, oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I'm doing. Uh, right, as I say, are you going to the crossroads? And is that it? Yeah.
Come on, let's
Well,
go talk to this
I think
Billy.
so.
Can I
Well,
climb
I
her
tell
up
you
this
what,
with an arm
Quickly gonna
occupied?
correct myself. It's not gonna be oh jeez. It's gonna be oh tear.
Right, well, I tell you what. So you'll need to, it would Calypso. You did this last time, so you'll know from the spells that you had to do it sort of at least evening, night time. So you do have a few hours to kill. We can either just be camped and go straight to that bit. If you want to do it out in the town, now's your time.
I'm gonna pull Calypso to one side and just like ask, "You feeling all right? You feeling
But-
better now?"
The frothing has ceased, and as long
always
as I
good to
can,
It's always good to see a Dragonborn not frothing.
yeah, as long as I
Would-
can keep my eye on things.
Would you like a cloth? There is still residue.
Yummy.
Right, I believe that she's sort of got over the worst of it now, so I'll cancel off Charm Person.
All right, that's fine. So yeah, so that's it. So you question Calypso a little bit, I suppose, as it goes on. Other than that, not much else happens through the rest of the evening. Verlin's constantly trying to find a way to retrieve cake from the bag without touching the orb. I imagine that's what you're going to spend the vast majority of your time doing.
If there's carrot cake in there, I will be
Yeah.
helping him.
That's fine. The whole time you're doing this, whatever you do in this meantime, like Calypso is on you. Like she is your shadow.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's fine. The hours passed. It is an abandoned town. It drops to dusk time, and you will make your way up to the crossroads themselves. I don't expect you to mimic out a ceremony like you did last time, Calypso, as much as I enjoyed that. So when you're ready to cast and summon him, just let me know if you wanted to do up first. Go ahead.
Okay, let's summon old Billy.
So it's the crossroads demon you're going to summon first. He's going to use the stone to resurrect.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't think this is a bad idea.
Nah, I got a cunning plan.
You,
We all
a
know
plan.
we all know they work out for you normally.
Pretty good, actually. So everyone's
Normally.
alive, aren't they?
Yeah, never mind. Demons are normally cunning in themselves. Would it just not be appropriate just to say they've got a plan?
Do you know
They
what?
sort of cancel each other out, won't they?
Normally, the phrase "I have a cunning plan" will fill me with joy and hilarity as I'm watching Blackadder. Now it fills me with dread. But
So-
yeah, that's fine. If you say if we're not no talking to be done, no one's setting anything up, that's fine. We can summon it, and yeah. So the demon once again kind of just appears in front of you, and he's still dressed in his white garbs and everything, just kind of looking at you all,
This guy.
sort of a little bit expectantly. As he glances round, he does notice you, Verlin, straight away with the sack and the orb, and his attention's just drawn straight to you.
What you looking at, pal?
Well, now I seem to remember that we made a deal, and I think you have your end of the bargain in that there sack.
I might have, but it's all semi-dependent on you giving your end of the bargain. So, game's played.
Well, I need what you have in the bag to do my end of the bargain. That trinket that you're carrying.
Yeah, but you don't
is
need
what-
it right now to do that, though, do you? You see, you're missing part of the problem because the corpse is over there. So you have to come with us to get to the thing that you need the thing for.
I'm summoning a soul, boy. I don't need no cops.
Oh, is it that easy?
With the trinket you carry, boy, yes it is.
Can you
Now tell me,
guarantee
Verlin
that it's gonna
Hanarle.
give me some? Well, okay.
Now tell me, Verlin Hanarle, what do you plan to do now?
Oh, that's not sinister.
I'm gonna
at
keep
all.
hold of this. I'm gonna wear you up a minute.
You gonna what, sorry?
I'm just gonna wear you up for a moment while I look for my pen. That's fucking gone.
I've got a spare pen.
Valid reasons are valid, I suppose.
Full time wasting.
Time wasting.
That's fine. So he sees you kind of taking a
Where's
moment.
going?
he knows that he's got like the upper hand on this for the most part because, well, he's already got the soul that he needed as part of his bargain from Ash earlier on in it, and yeah, if you're not going to make him do any work, that's fine by him. So he's just going to leave you contemplating.
Well, can you guarantee us that the work that we've put in to retrieve this is going to yield the answers we're looking for? Otherwise, this could just
Without
be a
that-
valuable trinket.
Now, boy, here's the problem is that I don't know exactly what you're looking for. All I know is that you want to talk to Billy Bones and that I can facilitate by summoning his soul here to speak to y'all, but I need the trinket. Now, I had some time while you retrieved this, and I can only think of a few reasons one would want to talk to Billy Bones.
And what reasons could you think of that people might want to talk to Billy Bones?
Let's give him the damn orb.
Shush!
No.
I just want to look at him.
The rumors of what Billy Bones held are strong in the underworld. They say it was a piece of a tablet used to take away the magic and strip the power from a necromancer many, many years ago. Billy Bones is one of 5 very powerful individuals who kept segments of this. Now, I can only assume, given what I saw you doing to his trinket and what you're looking for, that you need that stone. And if that is true, then it is in my interests to help you on your way. I may be a demon, but if this world is destroyed, I've got nothing.
I mean,
I'm gonna just be like, just
I
one
hate to
moment,
agree
and
with
turn
you.
to consult the group. Be like, right, what are we doing then, guys? Shall I roll in this ball over and when we get things cracking?
Just
Or
give him the sack.
are we making
While-
him do it under threat of death?
While you're having this little discussion, the demon is going to psychically try and reach out to Lawrence. It's up to you whether you acknowledge it or not, but just so you know that's happening.
Just took me
Exactly.
around like,
It's psychically reaching out to me.
Yeah, he's not.
He's trying to.
All
do
he's
it.
asking you to do.
Has he achieved full communication, or is he just sort of touching me?
All he's asking you to do is come and talk to him.
He's giving you those fuck me eyes.
Basically,
Fuck
Not
me.
quite, but I mean, if that's what works for you, Lawrence.
it's like I want to make little
Right,
rabbits.
you know what? Right, yeah. Fuck it.
I mean-
Give us time.
he's rabbit.
I'm gonna sort of like slowly walk over to him as well.
All right, that's
You're looking
fine.
at me.
Swinging them rabbit hips like Judy Hopps.
So that's fine. So you will wander out. So this is going to take Lawrence's and Demon's conversation is going to take place at the same time as your guys' little conference. So do you guys want to do whatever you were going to do there?
Just in response to Bill, I'm just like, well, I hate to agree with him, but he's kind of got a point.
What?
If there's
while
no
he's
people
doing
about,
this-
he's kind of got no power.
I know, but is this
While
point
he's
our
doing
point?
this-
That's the point.
I'm just gonna grab the sack out of his hand.
A sleight of how are you literally just grabbing?
I'm
for-
literally just grabbing it. I'm forcefully grabbing it.
There's going to be a competing
Then
strength.
it is going to be an opposing strength roll, please.
Just straight strength.
Straight strength, both of you.
Barbarian versus fighter on strength checks.
Oh, you do manage to rip it out of his hand. So Verlin, because he came up on your blind side, got in, snuck round, and he was just a little bit quicker. He was able to just wrestle it out of your hands. So I'm assuming it is still in the sack. You've not grabbed it
Yes,
directly. That's
I'm.
fine.
I'm literally just
Just grabbing the sack,
forcefully
yeah?
grabbing the sack out of his hand.
Giving it a good yank.
Yeah,
Yanking on that
I'm
sack.
yanking that sack.
Stop
I'm
it,
yanking it
please.
hard and walking away with it towards the demon.
Yanking that
So
second to the design of
I've heard that.
I was be like, quit yanking my sack, bruh!
I've heard that someone's approaching. I've sort of just gone like
Well,
that.
I'm going to say, so all that's happening, while that's going on, we're going to have a little chat now. I'll let you know what time we sync up again. So you coming over, so you've come over to the demon at this point. You've wandered away from the group while they're having that little chat, and Ash and Verlin are wrestling each other. Are you going to say anything, or are you just kind of walking up?
I think I've already stated what I was going to do. I was going to walk over and just say, I saw them eyes you were looking at me at.
Indeed, Lawrence. Now, I can only assume that my worst fears are true. And if that is the case, y'all are going to need powerful things and powerful allies. Now, I may not have a stake in this fight. I cannot get involved. But I can give you this. I don't know how much you know of what's going on here, but you've used this well in the past. And he hands you a box. It's wooden one. It's identical to you saw Verlin get one similar from Claude. There are glyphs across it. All you need to do is sort of decipher and speak the phrase, and it will unlock whatever is inside it. At the point that you pick up the box, this is where Ash will start coming towards you. So you will have a chance to hide it if you don't want him to see it. But this is now where we sync him back up.
Just tell me what you're scared of. Okay, you're not.
I cannot say no more. If you are after Billy Bones' trinket, there is only one reason that you can need that. And if you are those that are destined to do this, then I cannot help, but I will not stop you. Souls need a home.
Okay.
So you would have heard the very last bit of that interaction there, Ash.
All right. I'm just gonna hold out the bag to him. Here you go. Here's your stupid orb.
Thank you kindly.
Can I have the sack back,
problem.
please? There's some cake in there.
He disregards it, just throws it to you.
Rude.
He pauses for a moment after picking up the orb, and he does just look at you, and he's like, "Berlin and Ollie, you are in the wrong time, my friend." And
Yeah,
just goes
probably.
back to doing what he's doing. So he lifts up the orb, and you can immediately see a kind of like wreath of white flame all around it, and it starts to encompass like his hands and his arms. And he just opens his eyes very briefly, and he's like, "I'm opening a portal to bring a soul back. It ain't gonna come alone." And with that, he's fully wreathed in like a white fire. The skies start to darken sort of around it. You can feel the temperature noticeably drop. Like you can suddenly get your breaths, misting in front of you.
I'm pulling my great axe out.
I'm gonna say I'm drawing my sword and my crossbow.
Bow's out.
So easy.
I have an arrow, but it's not knocked.
Fine. And
Because I'm still relatively new to this realm, I'm just looking at the weather, just going, what the fuck is happening?
you start to see. Well, eventually, come on, work your shit back. There we go. Sort of dotting out around you, spectres start appearing. Like there's dark clouds kind of forming in and out. And yeah, they're going to carry on from there, and these then start appearing and start coming towards you. And I think it's time that we rolled initiative.
Bam, 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 bam.
Bow, bow,
Bow.
bow.
Bow. Oh no, not Aggie Clouds. Know what to do about clouds? I don't either. Can you give me some tips, please?
Hang on. So while this is going on, you can you hear like the demon sort of very faintly chanting, still sort of breathing fire. His eyes are closed. And as these clouds are forming, you see like the spectres sort of starting to come out of them. It's almost like whatever he's doing is kind of weakening the veil, as it were, and it's allowing things to push through at certain points.
I'm going to move up
that's-
towards the demon, like as if I'm kind of going to defend him to protect the ritual.
Are you out to add 4 onto my thing?
Certainly,
That should-
mate. Yeah.
That should be on 17. I don't know how to fix that.
No worries. I'll sort it for you. Just 1 second. Where are you? What do you need adding on? Sorry, 4.
4, so I'll be on 17.
Okay. So yeah, combat is starting. We'll kick it straight off. So Verlin, top of the order. Who are you doing, or what you doing, and who are you doing it to?
Just quickly before we start, I do think we need an initiative from Ash.
Initiative's fresh for me.
Are we missing a?
We're missing an Ash.
Yes, we are.
There we go.
Drag you into space, buddy. That's fine. Good spot. Thank you, Chris.
Spidey, we're going to let dog out. So. I knew you weren't about, you see.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, I'm just going to raise my crossbow and fire off 2 rounds with my shit.
Okay. So the first bolt goes through and it thuds sort of into it, and it kind of stops as it hits a resistance, but it does then sort of pass through. But you see it recoil backwards. The second one does again very much the same. You hit it square in the chest. It hits it, screeches, recoils backwards, and then comes forward. It's already starting to fade and flicker out of existence.
I'm going to give it some funky music.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Just roll my 3d4.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, which one was that at again? Is that the same one?
The one like directly in front of me. If that makes sense. Like I've put my back to the ritual to defend it, type of shit.
Describe it, sir.
Just as the third magic missile hits it, just kind of puffs through and evaporates.
That's perfect. Is there anything else for you this turn?
No, I'm all good in my position and everything for now, so I'll have my turn.
Excellent. Calypso, we're on to you next.
So, whereabouts is the orb at this moment in time?
So the orb is still in the demon's hands. So he's
Okay.
holding it while he's completing this ritual or whatever he is doing.
Okay. I would like to steal it from him if possible, using telekinesis. Snatch it from his hands.
Right, okay. So you're trying to interrupt the ritual.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you using to do that then, sorry? Oh, your telekinesis.
Telekinesis, yeah. Ability to move objects by thought. I think he's in range. Yeah. So I can move an object up to £1,000 if it's not being worn or carried.
Okay.
And move it 30 feet in any direction. So I'm just gonna take hold of it.
You're going to pull it towards you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's fine. So yeah, so you cast that. Do you need to? It's just a thing that happens. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
There's no
just
roll
a
for
thing
this?
that happens. Yeah.
All right,
Unless
so
he's holding it.
yeah, so so you're trying to just rip it from his grasp.
Mhm.
All right, so you focus on it. You can see it clearly, so you know you've had it before, and you try to sort of pull it free, there is a huge magical resistance. Like the white fire that's around him, it's like it's a magical barrier essentially. It's put around himself.
Mhm.
You
Okay.
can see eventually as you keep kind of trying to force it towards you, he starts to move. Like he stays completely static,
Okay.
but it's as if him and the orb are one and the same at the moment. If
Okay.
you are to continue pushing, you likely will be able to pull him towards you, but it is everything, or you can leave it there. But that's what's happening. What you do with it is up to you.
Okay. So while he's coming towards me, would I be able to whip him with like my tentacle?
You're not
Um,
going to be able to do anything else because it's another action.
ah, what if? Okay.
If you've got a bonus action, you could try and do that.
Okay. So I'll continue to pull because I'm assuming he's still able to carry out the ritual while he's coming towards me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll
Uh,
just pull him.
The thing is, though, wouldn't it break her concentration if she uses a bonus action?
Depends on what the bonus action was, to be
Okay.
honest. But yeah, it's a fair point. But no, if you're not taking a bonus action and you are just continuing to move him over,
Yeah.
then yeah, as this comes over, it's going to take a while. If you're going to do this, he does sort of start coming towards you. He's still not there. You will
Mhm.
have to keep the concentration up. It's going to take you out of combat. But you've pulled him to there. If you keep going, you can get him closer next turn round. You can
Okay.
drop him a bit closer to you.
Okay.
Is that it? Are you doing anything else at this point?
Yeah, no, that's it. I'll just continue to pull him.
All right, that's fine. And it's concentration, so yeah, as long as it's fine. Okay, no worries. Lawrence, we're on to you, buddy. What are you doing?
Right, so seeing what's just happened, I can't place my token because Roll20 sucks. But I will put it there. But I have stood in between them two.
All right,
You didn't
okay.
get around this shit, you fucker. And then, if I'm there, alright, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna use my new spell because I'm a level 10
Ooh.
bard, and I can
Oh,
get
no.
spells from any fucking class I want.
I haven't vetted these spells. Oh no.
Oh yes.
Go on, what are you doing?
I am gonna cast Steel Wind Strike.
Okay, so what are you using to cast it?
A loot.
Okay. All right, so what's that? So 5 creatures. So you can see all 5 remaining specters. Is that it? Are you hitting all of them?
If you're gonna let me do that, it has got a range of 30 feet.
Ooh.
It's see within range. So
That one.
It's basically that one, that one, that one, that one.
Yeah, so it's just this one that's.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. So yeah, you get 4 of the 5.
Yeah.
And then that one will be a little further away. That's fine. Against each me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just roll the attack one by one, and I'll damage afterwards if you want. I don't know how
Yeah,
best to
that's
do
fine.
this.
Well,
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll just do it how we said because I've got everything ready. So
Perfect. Which one are you doing first?
we'll work clockwise.
Yep. Move yourself to
Start.
whichever one.
That ability is pure anime tier. It's ridiculous.
Right.
I saw it. I had to scour Reddit for it, but I found it. yeah, so we'll go for this one first. I did have it up. There we go. And we'll go. What the? Oh, yeah, because all the damage is on.
Okay.
That made such a nice noise. Death.
Go.
What?
Flourish.
Tell us what happens.
He don't know. He can't see himself. He's that fast.
Yeah, it's fast.
All right,
Well,
fair
yeah,
He
enough.
doesn't even know he's that fast.
Fair enough.
And again.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. Roll your next. If you're doing it at the end, I'll tell you what happens at the end.
I don't feel like I'm going to get a turn.
Okay.
And bounce.
You're gonna have to learn some of Roronoa Zoro's attack names or some shit for when you use this in future, dude. I'm gonna have to make you say
Right.
them.
Shit. That were a good roll.
Okay, and is that your
And
5?
then
Oh, you got one
that's-
more.
I
There's
can't
one
'cause he's
more and
out.
there's only one left.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it's
that
gonna
one's.
do- Wouldn't
that one's out
technically range change because I'm moving about with it?
God rules, yes.
What?
Okay.
Oh, and then I can move 5 feet away, and I'm just going to turn my back on all of them and just go, "Oh my what? More Shinderu."
Nani?
Right. Okay. So I will let you. I will let you narrate this. So you know,
What have we become?
first strike.
Weebs.
Right. First strike, death. Second miss. Third strike, death. Fourth strike, absolute death. Fifth strike, death. You've done them all. You missed the second one, but you've hit the others. You tell us what it looks like.
So it's just a flash of brown. If anyone's seen,
Like Mario.
if anyone's seen a Demon Slayer, it's just like that. It's just like colourful. My great swords just go in, and it's like just boom, 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 and then I'm just standing there nonchalantly.
Yeah, but also for everybody.
Like a
But-
happy little red bunny.
None of them disappear until the scabbard and hilt fully
Yeah.
meet.
Exactly. It's just like
Cling!
Yeah, absolutely.
It's literally the brown streak.
No, but he's a bard, so he's at the brown note.
Do
Uh,
Good point.
I really need to vet your spells. That's wonderful. I love that. That's fantastic.
Do you know what I said about no chopper? Don't worry about it. I don't want
Yeah.
people to feel like my abilities are overpowered. Yeah, fuck it now. I'm jumping in now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I
prepare
feel right
for
now.
to prepare for epic character sheet changes.
I have lost
That's
a
fine.
thing.
Well, Hey, look, I've always said I am more than happy to help tailor stuff to help people get the characters that they want. Where I want to know where you've pulled that from, to be honest, because I'm not sure I've read it anywhere.
Find it. It is it's not homebrew or anything. I guarantee you that. Xanthar's Guide to Everything.
Oh,
Absolutely
no
fantastic.
way, it's fucking canon.
So I could pull it up right now.
Fucking raw, man. That's nuts.
Xanthar's a lot of pretty OP shit.
I spent a
That
good
is-
25 minutes looking for the 2 spells I could have from different classes.
I will say, to be fair, I will say, out of game, these are fairly low level, but yeah, that's a demonic spell. I really like that. Anyway, are you doing anything else?
I've only got the carrot cake left. I wonder if I've got the carrot cake left.
For what you've just done, absolutely, you've got some carrot cake left.
Yeah, I'm just sort of just gonna honk, and then just put it back in your pocket.
Excellent, there we go. And I've added some ambience to the fight for us as well. Lovely. So, I mean, what
Jesus
on earth was
Christ.
that? Sindra, we're on to you.
Just for the last remaining one, I'm just going to pop a couple of shots at it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Starting with the sharpshooter one. If that came through, it didn't. Why are you not working? Oh, wait, that's why.
All right, yeah. So
Let's
that arrow
the rain down because that's gonna make me fall asleep.
rips through. Again, it's similar effect to Valen's crossbow, it thuds into it like it's a solid target, but then phases through, and that's a solid hit.
And then the standard
Yeah.
shot.
Finish it.
As it hits it sort of gets sucked into the point of impact and sort of swirls away.
Oh boy.
That's fine. I've turned the rain down a little bit as well. All right, so that sort of spectre kind of just fades out. You're all sort of standing ready as the
People
storm
talking.
sort of carries on. And there's all sorts of things are coming out of the darkness.
Doom boom.
As up at the top of this road,
Yup.
That sounded big.
What? I can't hear anyone.
Oh god, what is that?
What am I looking at?
so a huge, larger, much larger portal has emerged just further up from the wall, up the road, and you can like feel a dark sort of energy kind of pulling everything into it. The light kind of seems to vanish, and you see these long spectral limbs kind of crawling out of the portal as the spectre pulls itself forward and just lets out a howl that echoes through the night. I'm going to just add him to turn order real quick.
Sorry, I
Cole,
didn't
you
hear
might
Ray.
as well
Can
delete
you-
them others while you're there.
Can you guys hear
Right.
me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can hear you, Spence.
My audio went really fucking weird then, and I couldn't hear anybody. I could just hear rain. What just happened just before the beastie just turned up?
No, that was it. The rain was the summoning of the beastie turning up.
Oh, okay.
Dear roll 20. Stop sucking ass.
So still no sign of Billy Bones.
Not as
It's
of
still
yet.
no signs of Billy Bones.
As this portal,
Unless that is Billy Bones.
Nah, I don't think so.
We do have a habit of killing the people we need.
I mean, you've already killed him once.
He killed himself!
Um, no, yeah, we'll carry on from that
I'm
point.
having to reload roll
Right.
20. It won't load my character sheet.
But yeah, so no, this is just coming through. As he appears, as the portal comes in, you do see like the wreath of fire around the demon sort of intensify massively as well. But yeah, this thing's now coming for you. Syndra, it is still technically your turn, and you've used your actions. You'll have a brief chance to react to this if you've got a bonus action you want to throw out there or anything.
You just give me a moment. My headset's doing the beeps at me. I need to find my charger. Got it. Give me a moment.
All right. Well, do you know what? You had a brief moment to react, and for the sake of keeping
Hey,
things
John.
flowing, it's passed.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's fine.
It's fine. Ash, it is your turn. You're up next.
Alright.
One click
My
too
bad.
far.
I don't
For
think I
this
had any, but I don't think I had any.
beastie that's coming in, I'm gonna
Yeah.
use intimidating presence against it.
Okay. And
If I can. If I have to move forward, I can. That's fine. Within 30 feet, so yeah, I have to move at least halfway there. There.
what I will say, I'm not going to let you waste a spell slot. It's not a creature.
Okay.
What?
It's not classed as a creature, so that
fair.
wouldn't work.
Oh snap!
I was toing and froing about
Alright, well,
letting.
before that, then.
I felt bad about you wasting a spell slot.
Alright.
Just off a thing off the top of my head, considering it's barbarian, does he even have spell slots? Is that even a spell slot required thing?
No, it's a racial thing.
Oh right. Oh
Berserk?
yeah, no, that's my fault then.
Yeah,
Oh, then
It goes straight off of just having it, basically.
right. Okay, then it won't count as.
I'm saying that if it
Nah, I'm
only
gonna-
affects creatures, it still doesn't work anyway. So.
But yeah, if it's not a creature, then it.
I know, but right, I'm not. I will be totally honest. That's my fault. I thought it was a feat thing.
No, it's
If
okay.
Just if it is just an action, then I'm gonna backtrack. I'm really sorry.
No, you're
and
fine.
That is gonna be your action. However, yeah. So you will rear up. And it just has no effect. Like this. Yeah. If you get any buffs or benefits from it, you can still have those, but it has no effect on what you're fighting.
Okay.
Sorry for the confusion.
No, it's fine.
Anything else that you want to do, though, buddy?
From a bonus action,
Bonus action.
yeah, I'm going to rage.
Okay, that's fine. Yep, so you can into your rage.
And that's what's going to happen there. And then I can't do anything, so.
No worries. Have you used all your movement as well?
No, I still have like 20 movement.
All right. If
Well,
you want to
30, so yeah.
I would say if you stand your ground, stand your ground. But if you've got your movement, you can still use it.
No, I'm going to stand there.
Okay. All right. So it is the creature's turn now. So as it emerges, sort of fully out of the portal, you see it's kind of all spectral energy. It's somewhat see-through, but it kind of attracts like a darkness to it. The only thing that you can see clearly is a bright white skull face. And he is going to come at you with his scythe.
Good thing I raged.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Right. So...
Demon's gonna act like Kratos when it fights a Valkyrie and rip the wings off Ash.
Well, if it's a scythe and it does slashing, it's half damage.
Yeah, but still.
Right. So initially, it is 7 points of slashing damage.
So half that.
Plus.
So what? 3.
7 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Now, even if you were bear tome, you won't be able to resist that.
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on.
Nothing
Also,
was
apologies because it was a crit. So it would have been. So add 5 to your slashing damage.
Okay, so that is
8.
6. You're gonna take 6 HP off a slashing.
okay.
And it's another full 10 for the psychic because it was a crit.
All right.
And he's going to rear back
All right.
and swing again.
Gonna have the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The
Thank
dice
God.
giveth,
Both sides
and
the
the
same.
dice
Oh,
taketh
yes.
away.
Yeah.
Oh,
RNG.
F to
that's
pay
what I meant.
oh,
respect.
please tell me his scythe goes straight and stuck in the ground.
Yes, that is exactly
Oh,
what happened.
yes.
Just whips past your ear and just stuck.
He goes for
Wing and everything just go flunk.
he rears up to just bring the scythe down with like a second massive swing, but he's aiming at your wing, and you twig it just in time, and you fold it back, and he just smashes it into the ground. And yes, his scythe is now embedded in the floor. Yeah, that'll be him. Everyone else is dead. Tiriana, you were concerned you wouldn't get to go. How little you know me.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
Hey, you
How
know I
will you
like a
know
fight,
what-
dude. So my first shot is gonna be with my dragon wing bow, but it's also gonna have a grasping arrow attached to it.
Okay, so the
So
arrow,
does 19 hit.
it does. That slams into it, yeah.
Right, that's an extra 2d6 poison damage.
Beautiful.
And then my extra shot. Oh, yes.
Nice.
So the first arrow kind of slams into it, and it rears back, and there's just enough spectral form, like it clips the side of the mask for it to cling on. As it's held there, trying to free itself, kind of rasping, the second arrow just pierces it straight through the skull's eye socket. It's the one thing that you can see clearly, and you have absolutely bullseyed it. It rears back in absolute agony and lets out another huge, just spectral scream.
And I just like crack my neck and go, I'm not finished. Then I use my action surge and hit it another 2 times. Yep. Wonderful. Maybe.
So yes, the third shot comes whistling in, and again it just kind of whips through, and you catch it on the solid bit of the skull, and it catches a bit of like arm and torso as it sort of fades in and out, and it does clip it from there. The final shot just kind of frays, and it just swings wide. But this thing is furious, and there is the thing attracts darkness to it, and you can kind of see like a pull towards it where there's almost nothing around it. Yet somehow, from these open wounds that it's now pouring from, particularly out of the mask, there's it's even blacker that it's kind of bleeding through, and it's looking a bit worse for wear.
Ha. Yep, and that's me done.
Lovely. I was worried it wouldn't survive a round. Verlin, we are back to you, mate.
Keeping with the theme that Lauren set, I'm going to turn to the new threat, drop into a Naruto run with my sword at my side, run straight up, jump onto the massive scythe, run up the handle, and just come down with a huge cleave of my sword down its mask. I'm going to do that as many times as it takes.
Full week tonight, aren't we?
Come
All right,
on.
okay. I tell you what, you can either attack as an animal, or if you're willing to risk a strength or dex check to run up the handle, you can have advantage.
I'm running up the handle.
Dex or athletics check to run up that.
Looks at bonuses. Athletics check
Oh, it might be.
with advantage because I'm awesome. That's my justification. I'm having that.
I mean, that justification is absolutely false. However, fine. All right, so as you run up, the first time you sort of plant down, you put a bit of extra weight into it and drive the blade of the scythe further into the ground. As you run up, as you come up the first time, you kind of underhand it as you jump in the air and catch it underneath the chin, spin round, and then straight down through it as you come back down. So you'll kind of land on the ground in front of it. Again, absolutely rears back. There's this ooze is kind of oozing everywhere, and this thing is it's not looking good.
Cool.
The
Also,
boy!
also action surge and 2 more.
Okay.
Love action surge.
And also, this is a new thing just for anyone that's following me. Just for anyone following me in the turn order, that's a new passive thing that happens on my attacks.
That you discussed at camp earlier. In
Well,
a
I know,
non-metagamey fashion,
you
off
know.
camera. No, I get it.
It's just now it's applied, so anyone moving forward now, the demon knows it's being hit that way. The demon knows it doesn't get that saving throw, right?
True.
Or the
True.
abomination or whatever.
Your last 2 strikes both do hit if you want to get creative with what happens on that.
As I land back down, I just kind of come up with 2 large sweeping up strikes. Just trying to
yeah.
smack at what I can see.
So absolutely, it's rearing back and just screaming still. Like, what's phasing in and out is less and less. And like there's bits now where it'll just kind of what would have phased in as like a limb or a tendril, you just kind of phase and there's just like an ooze and then it vanishes again. Is that you though?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Calypso?
So where am I at with this crossroads guy?
So if you've still got your concentration up, you've not taken any damage. So
Mhm.
it's as it was before. If you want to continue the pull, this will grab him towards you now.
Okay.
However, like I said, that magical barrier has intensified. Whether you want to carry on doing that and try and do anything else is up to you. If you break your concentration, you can get involved in the scrap or do whatever else you want.
Okay.
If you're keeping your concentration and pulling him, it will be your action.
Okay. I'm gonna attack Beastie Boy. Using a storm sphere. I'd like to use that with concentration and use a sorcery point, please, so that it doesn't affect Ash.
All right. Okay. So you're doing it as a safe spell?
Yeah. Sorry, that's the one.
Yep. No, that's perfect. Okay. So what do here? 20-foot radius.
I'll get my rolls ready.
Oh, look. Right. So strength saving throw. Safe to say, I didn't pass that one.
You did not.
I did not. It
Just
was like, I'm just going to switch and check the bonuses because it's got loads. Ha! This will be. Oh no. Yes, I failed the saving throw. So I need to take 2d6, please.
Locked and loaded.
That's lovely. Thank you. So yeah, it starts whipping round it, and it's picking up stones and things as it's phasing in and out. It's kind of getting caught by bits as it's whipping through it, and yeah, again it's really, really not happy.
Mm.
My
I wonder
lovely,
why.
I know, my lovely, lovely monsters. You're so mean to them.
Shouldn't look
If
so
they didn't
threatening.
almost attempt to kill me, then
I mean, pretty sure.
Right, I'm gonna use charm person in a minute, so it's gonna be friendly with us.
but it's not a creature.
Or a person.
Yeah, fair point. I wasn't really gonna use it.
Oh, that one little line just saved
Try
you
to
all
seduce
from.
it.
Cough, cough.
Yeah, that one little line just saved you all from getting slapped for metagaming. That's fine. Calypso, are you doing anything else at this point? You have a bonus action.
I don't know. I don't think so. Yes. I'd have to use a sorcery point to extend the range of it, though.
Okay. As long as you've got
So-
the points to do it, you can use more than one.
Yes.
I'll use them more than once.
So I can use as my bonus action Dragon's Breath. So
Oh god.
to touch the willing creature, so obviously my sorcery point extends that.
Who are you applying this to?
I'm gonna apply it to Ash this time.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
you're about to start puking acid projectile.
Dragon
Oh,
bird.
sweet.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Dragon Burb.
Sounds more like a coughing to me, but you know.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
He said-
So
I mean, Ash, are you going to try and resist this?
No, I don't have the intelligence or want to do it.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Well, no, because I say if normally you'd get a saving throw, if you're just going to let this happen,
I'm just gonna let it happen.
that's absolutely fine. Then that's happened. That is a thing. The owl can now belch acid because that's not
Hell
a
yeah.
horrifying visual.
I can
Uh,
just imagine him belching acid, but then also trying to say wow at the same time. So it's kind of whoa.
yeah.
Good job it's not a
I
mama
just-
burp and feeding the babies and burp and then they die.
I just got it as like barbarian rage. Rah. But yeah,
That's what's gonna happen. It's called mindless rage.
excellent.
Lawrence.
That is you. So yes, Lawrence, we're back to you now.
What do you
Okay.
Kamehameha?
Oh, have you
Oh.
changed the description of this yet?
Oh no, I've not. No, yeah, I can't remember what I was meant to change it to. But not my penis, by chance.
You probably know in your. I know it wasn't.
It was
coming out your
something
forehead,
phallic.
remember?
Because it came out your forehead. that's hilarious.
Intelligence saving throw. Right. Okay.
Oh God.
Oh,
Bar with mine,
what's your spell save DC?
15.
It's 15.
It's 15.
Oh, so I would match it, so that would be a pass save. Unfortunately, this Spectre's a moron and has -2 to intelligence. So I
Hey,
fail.
me and him are brothers.
So that is a failed saving throw. So a 7d6. All right.
So making a bard next.
Roll us that 7d6
Really
then,
good.
sir.
Oh, happy to bard.
Oh!
I won't even get the belch on it.
Alright, so the lance, the lance is fired forwards. It kind of catches the creature just as it's kind of rearing down, and it just catches it straight through the top of it and kind of goes through it as it phases in and out, and kind of like a down the line shot that absolutely ravaged it. This thing, when it's phasing in and out now, if you were to look at it, it almost looks like it's two separate creatures that's phasing in, just screaming in agony.
I would also like to cast a bonus action, please.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Kill it.
I will cast Le Bardic Inspiration.
Oh,
All
I
right,
like it
okay.
when bards do bad things.
I can give it to 3 people because of charisma. So, yep. Ash, Verlin,
Do us a song.
and it's going to be Syndra. Okay?
All right. So yep. So there you go. You've all got your thing. Spence, what would you like to play for us?
You know what? This is quite. Do the Metallica one.
Okay.
Let's piss them off on Twitch. Let's do it. Because there's nothing they can do. There is nothing they can do because it's not their song.
There we
Yeah.
go.
You can still get flagged.
So just above the thunder and lightning and the rain, you hear the notes start to ring out, and the three of you who I
Good
forgot
going.
what it was, chests swell with pride as you're ready to carry on the battle. And Syndra, we come round to you.
Oh, by the way, just before, Bardic Inspiration dice at level 10 is D10.
Yeah.
oh, the D10. Jesus.
Jesus.
It's a D10 attack roll or saving throw. Okay. I'm gonna do this and immediately use my bardic inspiration on the attack roll to get the D10 from it.
All right. Okay. Yep. So add your D10 to that.
Oh, well.
No, nice D10.
Better than
Well,
nothing.
Yeah, true.
So it was a good solid centre mass shot. Unfortunately, this thing doesn't have a centre mass anymore. You missed.
You know what? I'm gonna fucking do it again.
I'll
Just
fucking
without bad
do it
inspiration
again.
this time.
Oh,
Oh.
And my bow is now useless until I fix it.
bang.
That, my friend, is a snapped string.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
You,
it's not a banjo
uh,
string.
Any other gander? Do I have any decent bonus actions? Oh, hold on. Is that bonus action ability? Yes. Considering my bow is now broken, I'm gonna use this. And just be like, oh shit, bye.
Shadow Elf. Thump.
I'm just gonna go, oh no, invisible.
It's just I can almost just hear it now. It's like I got this watch, draws bow, snap. Fuck the shit, I'm out. Boom.
Pretty much.
This shit on out.
Either that or full just Krieger from Archer, just smoke bomb and run off.
Creepy. What
Um,
a guy.
I think I'm more of a fan of fuck this shit, I'm out. It's like, nope. And make myself invisible. So yeah, I'm just invisible in a way now.
That's fine.
It's like I'm just embarrassed. I'm like, no.
Oh no. Yeah, that's fine. So it would be Ash's turn next. However, our dear friend is going to take a legendary action,
Ooh.
and I would like a wisdom.
Is this one of them one
Oh
of them
yeah, I
night
should be
boys?
like under him.
I can't remember the proper name. It's a night something.
It's a night. It's based off a Night Vale Spectre. I put my own twist on things to stop people looking up stats. Not that anybody in the
Good
game.
enough,
currently-
but I sort of recognise the monster. That's all I'm proud of.
No, that's fair. And to be honest with you, I don't think anybody in the game would do that now. No one currently in the game.
I mean, it's currently pretty worse for wear, so.
It is, yes. Anyway, so that's fine. But I need a wisdom saving throw, please, from all of you.
Nah.
He said no. No. Can mine be a charisma saving throw?
Nope.
Please.
Holy
Don't
shit.
you mean Dex?
I do not mean Dex. Wisdom
I do
saving
mean
throw.
Dex.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that everybody?
I'm surprised I got that high. Jeez.
Down it all. Yeah, you can roll again then, Tom.
I'm looking for anywhere on my character sheet that I've got something similar. I don't.
It might not be a definite pass, but it's a better chance than a 9 is.
Is everyone rolled?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh yeah, no. It's
Wisdom save,
Syndra.
right? Yeah,
I need you.
Wisdom save.
I'm going to die.
I believe Lawrence is in the same thing.
Ooh.
Unless it's pretty low.
Hi, everybody.
Oh. Oh my god.
So
I have a nice time.
the spectre, in a brief moment where it manages to kind of hold its form for a second longer, and you see its kind of its head where it had been split kind of reforms back together a little off joint. It just opens up its maw and screams. Everyone that that got less than 15, you are stunned for a minute and take full damage.
And
A
those
minute.
that saved, we don't
Fucking
take anything,
minute.
right?
Yeah.
Half damage.
Okay.
No, it's an
Oh,
all or
really?
nothing. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's rare.
Sweet. Let's go.
Definitely didn't have to get a calculator out. So how much HP am I on now?
But that's it. That's its legendary action there. So Ash, it is now to you.
Alright. I'm assuming it because I'm like underneath it, right? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just gonna jump up and swing with my withered great axe.
Okay. Oh
right in the
yeah,
head.
yeah. So you managed to catch it. So where it had kind of reformed itself momentarily before, you just kind of split it again.
That's my first attack. Unless it's dead.
Not yet.
Okay.
Keep on swinging.
I'm gonna swing another time.
So please take it now. It is.
So now it is.
Now it is. Take it,
Sweet.
sir.
So, as I said, I'm gonna jump up, kind of just spin my axe around, like next to my body, and then clip it the first time, and then the second time I'm gonna bring it back and go full decap, kind of thing, and go straight down cleanly through the body,
Excellent.
or what's left of it.
Yeah. So
And then land and be like, so you're gonna scream at me, huh?
so as you land, it kind of it sort of flickers and fades, and there's the two halves kind of materialize momentarily to like fully solid corporeal, and just drop to the ground, and then it vanishes and disappears. And that's it. There's nothing else for it. So we are officially out of combat now. The demon is still focusing at the moment, but the fire is growing brighter and brighter. Calypso, at this point, you've had to take a step back. Like, you really, really don't want to, but it was take a step back or start cooking. Like, even your Dragonborn self's like, a bit warm.
Okay.
That's going through. At this point, I mean, it's still on. Lawrence, are you still playing? Oh, shall I?
No, I would have been stunned, wouldn't I? So.
Oh, yeah, you should have been, actually. Yeah, so it would have stopped then. That's fine. We'll put a stop to that. But yeah, so you're all waiting expectantly, and you see odd little bits start forming where it looks like a rift's going to come through, but they're closing up. Nothing's quite getting through this time. There's suddenly like a dark flash, almost like a blink of darkness, and then the rain sort of stops. The fire disperses sort of from around the demon, and he kind of stops and readies himself a little bit. And then next to him appears Billy Bones.
Finally.
About damn time you showed your face.
But is he looking healthy?
So as you first cast your eyes over as Billy comes in, he's very much like the spectres that you were just fighting. He's kind of flickering in and out, and it calms down after a few seconds, and he's sort of semi-corporeal. He looks solid, but has the appearance of like a ghost who's kind of just like pale and blue. And through there, yeah.
Okay.
And he kind of just appears, and he's still got his eyes closed at this point.
So you opened the box, Billy.
I may have done.
Oh,
I mean, you give a man an enchanted box and tell him not to open it. What's he going to do?
I told you what had happened and everything. Oh,
Hey, but in
dear.
my defence, you would have got to be really shite, and I didn't believe you.
In my defence, you could have just given me a fair answer.
Hey, but as mentioned, you would have got to be shite, and I was having some fun.
Yeah, but my fun won.
Aye, true.
Anyways, nice to see you again. Don't suppose you know anything about this tablet fragment or anything?
He kind of just stops immediately, and you didn't think it was possible for a ghost to drain of colour, but that's pretty much what happens. What do you know about a tablet?
I know that there's a few bits and you might have one.
Why? And who told you this, might I ask?
Might just gesture to the demon behind him.
Demon kind of just looks around like, hey, I told you, I didn't know what you guys were here. You just told me to bring this guy back. It was Claude that sent you here.
The demon also told us that Billy had a fragment out of his own words, so I'm still right. So, gestures to the demon.
It's fine, yeah. So, no, fair enough. So the demon sent me, it's like, I didn't know. I said that there was only a few reasons one would be going for Billy Bones, and that would be one of them. You did not confirm nor deny that that was indeed the reason you were here.
We like to play
Billy.
cunning games, don't we, Mr. Demon?
I am a demon. He just kind of shrugs, kind of.
What do you expect?
Like it's above a demon to kind of put an L on his forehead. Durr, but that's yeah,
The doy.
yeah. So, you said you wanted Billy Bones. I gave you Billy Bones. Now, unless any of you have any more business with here, any more souls you may like to offload for favors down the road or some such, I will take my leave.
Now shove off then.
I think you can bounce. I think we're good.
You've been all the help you can be. For now.
We know where to find you.
So he just kind of he gives a knowing look and he's like, if history repeats itself, I will see y'all down the road. And he just disappears.
Which road is he talking about?
He's gone. He's well off.
What road is he
Took
talking about?
He took the hint. That's all.
He's a
Billy,
demon, he took the fourth dimensional road.
back to this tablet fragment, Mr. Bones.
Aye.
So when you were alive, did you have it? And where did you put it?
I need to know who sent you. That demon may have had his sources and known bits, but you came here with the intention of talking to me, and I need to know who sent you.
A little
before I will
Frenchman.
say anything.
A little Frenchman sent us.
You were
All the
friendly Jacques.
nationalities.
Aye, and there are two little Frenchmen that you may be referring to. I'm going to need a wee bit more from you, Senekas. One of them doesn't know what he talks of.
I say he was a very, very good friend of Jacques. Hint, hint.
Wink, wink.
So, you know, Jack, I need a name on the other one.
I just shout out from the back, it was Claude!
What she said.
Thank you. If Claude sends you my way... No, hang on, I'm in the wrong voice. Wrong... The
Yeah.
demon pops back in and he's like... Demon pops back in and he's like, I missed y'all. I'll see you again.
Bye,
You
Mr.
took a right-
Demon.
Took a right
Pops
turn,
his-
did you?
He pops his head back out and goes, hey, Feathers, it's a metaphorical road, asshole. And then disappears again.
Bit rude.
At this point, Billy turns around like, aye, so if Claude sent you, there's only one way he would. It's true. What you have there, and he gestures to you, Verlin, because you picked it from his corpse. Like, he knows that you've got that. Like, it's a fragment from a tablet. Many aeons ago, 5 of the most powerful individuals created a spell using runes. This was used to dispel the magic of the world of a necromancer the world had never seen before.
Question: is it Eons is in Eons this timeline or another one? Because I'm very confused about all this palaver.
He just looks at you and goes, I would be too. I was like,
That's helpful.
I'm just gonna be thumbs up, like, yeah, helpful, cool.
And that's why you got given the box.
Like, he just
I'm
kind of
just-
looks. He's like, "Aye, fair. Eons
That's it.
ago, in every timeline, a
Just being confused I am, I'm just gonna distract my mind and start fixing my bowstring.
There we go.
I was
The necromancer rose to power using something called a comet staff. Allowed him immense destructive power.
I had that.
fucking druid.
He kind of ignores all this. He's sort of doing that whole looking off into the stars thing at the minute.
He's off into the middle distance.
Yeah, at this point,
Having a
Cinder's
Vietnam
really confused and he's trying to look to see what's up there. But yeah, he goes on to explain that they created a spell and it was used to strip the necromancer of his magic and remove the comet staff from him. Sorry, the voice was getting to me a bit. If you've been sent for this, it can only mean it's coming through and you're going to need the rest of them. The tablet was broken after its use, so it couldn't be used again to strip anyone else. I've got one piece, there's 4 more out in the world.
So do you know who's got them?
We were kept separate. We were each 5 people were entrusted with pieces and sent on our separate ways. We knew nothing of each other. Over time, I tried to find the most I can tell you. One of them belonged or was last seen in a town called Poacher's Crest. For another, you must fight a sea monster.
Easy mode done that.
This is as much as I can tell you. Hand me the tablet. And he holds his hand out, like he's looking at you directly and he holds his hand out.
I'm gonna have a rifle through my pockets and try and find it real quick. And be like, yeah, but someone gave you it.
We gave it to him.
No, someone entrusted the decision of the fragments to the 5 people. Billy received it from somebody. Who was that body?
Goddamn space-time weirdness.
There's only one person that knew I had this, which is why I had to know who sent you. Claude gave me this. This is his part of the tablet.
Well,
Well,
Right.
ain't that just interesting?
well, I suppose while you're here, you know where Poacher's Crest is.
North, south, east, west, in between.
Aye, it's about 3 days right northwest. He just kind of gestures.
So, yeah, you say ride, so that means it's at least like a week and a half on foot.
I suppose while we're being cheeky, I don't suppose you had any buried treasure you'd want to maybe disclose the location of to us, maybe, possibly, since you know it's not like you need it.
Or at least somebody nearby who's got horses we can steal.
He kind of looks like horses you'll find in the field. There's plenty of wild ones around here. In terms of buried treasure, you can kiss my arse.
I
he
expected
just
that one.
He just kind of chuckles a bit. Have you handed him the bit of tablet yet?
I'm still looking for it.
Right, okay. Fair enough.
Anyone else got anything they want to ask the ghost before I give him the thing?
I was gonna
Yeah,
move
I'm
Why
gonna
does he
come up
need
to
it?
him and ask, is there anything you can tell us about this necromancer? Do you know anything?
I know what it was like to live through the time.
I can probably tell you some more
Yes.
bits about the necromancer if I think about it really hard.
I'm just trying to find my notes.
Then it'd be like, note to self, don't give Verlin important items.
Right?
Takes him 10 minutes to find
I
the
found it!
That's fine. I cannot remember I've not got my notes. Anyway, he meant so he goes on. It what was he? I've forgotten his bloody name now.
It
So-
was
it's-
in notes, long since retired.
Yeah, Death Talker, I think it what he went by. Yeah. Anyway, it'll be that now. Whoops. Should have had
A
those
little on the
notes
nose,
to
don't we
hand.
think?
Yeah, well, he went by a different name when these guys first met him.
Dedicate an entire page to Death Talker.
There were some who called him Tim.
Steve.
Yeah. Like, the Death Talker. He rose with the Comet Staff and subjugated worlds. He wiped entire populations out of existence in his quest for power.
Sounds fun.
The decision was taken, and I could not have done what what Claude did. Gave up
Oh.
everything.
A connection is made.
So he, after mentioning that about Claude, just kind of trails off a little bit. Did you say you'd found the tablet bit?
I have.
Are you giving it to him?
Yeah,
like the
'cause he's
whole time he-
non-corporeal, so he can't really hold it, can he? So, whoop, and drop it into his hand.
Yeah, so the whole time he was kind of talking to you after he'd first asked for it, he'd started his hand out, and after he'd kind of trailed off and he kind of got lost a little bit. As soon as the stone connected to his hand, he kind of grasped it, and you can see like partially up his arm does become fully solid, and he just holds it, and as he's holding it, you see a rune start to glow in the center of it, and it folds it to it enlarges, it becomes much larger size. It's a very clear rune. You can see very clearly that this was broken off on two sides of a much larger tablet. And he just hands it back to you. That's all I can do for you now. If you find the rest of the tablet, it will help you in what's coming. I'm sorry I can't do no more.
And I'll be
Is
taking
any-
that back, and I'll just take the bit of tablet back off him.
Yeah, he hands it straight back to you. He's no qualms about kind of giving it. And he just kind of looks and he's like, "It's too late for me to help you anyway meaningfully, thanks to that box. If you're here and you're
I'm
looking
sorry for being a bit of a dick, but you started it.
You've been on this planet centuries, boy. I get bored. But you've got a point. Look, can't help you much further, but if Claude sent you here to get this, then things are going the wrong way again. I'll help you in any way I can. If you've got any questions, I'll answer. Aside from that, all I can do is wish you luck.
And I think that's everything then, Billy. Thank you for your help. Sorry for being a cunt, but not sorry for being a cunt.
So I just kind of look so well. Each one of us should help you point to the next one that you need. Poacher's Crest. I'll get yourselves to sea if you know a man with a boat. Best of luck to you. And he just vanishes again.
Now, it mentioned boat. You think you can get in touch with Captain Boy again? He gave us a ride a bit ago, if you remember.
I don't know how to get in touch with Sinking Skeleton.
So you would, who would have had it at the time? Oh, I think it was given to Lucille. So Sindri, you went through a pocket, so you'd have it. And among the papers that you found, there was a calling card for Liara, the first mate woman, that you could use to summon the ship, or you could adventure on to Poacher's Crest. If you do decide to go to Poacher's Crest, I said it was like a few days ride and stuff like that. It's not going to be a whole thing to get there. It will just be a travel thing. Like a fast travel montage, maybe, with some attacking you will see.
So I was just thinking, so I've got this dude that I can get in contact with first, mate, if we want to go a bit of a longer way around. Or we can try to tame some of these wild horses over the way and go cross land.
I like the land idea.
I like my feet. I trust my feet. My feet do all my walking for me.
Oh, just saying options. I'll go with group.
I'm gonna go find some horses.
So you did say 3 days ride. That's not 3 days walk.
I need to go see how a bird rides a horse.
With its feet on the
Lawrence?
saddle.
What do you want to do in all this?
Probably at this point that my mind's going to the box, and I'll just probably be very quietly just thinking about it. It's more of a case I'd be subconsciously just following the biggest group of people.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. In terms of that, Spence, like just going forward, I will assume that at an appropriate time when resting, Lawrence will try and work it out. Once you think you've got it, do your bit. But yes, that's fine. So is that the decision then? Were you going to try and get some horses and ride on?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just for the absolute sake of it, can I have an animal handling roll from everybody, please?
Heck yes.
You can give yourselves advantage or disadvantage as you see fit, dependent on your characters.
I didn't even need to do advantage.
I'm a ranger. I know animals.
I was introduced as a character that can be good with animals, so.
Yeah.
The one and only.
Fucking rabbit.
Being ex-military, I would.
Just rolling like a boss.
And a fucking rabbit. I've got no idea.
Oh, so me and Calypso got advantage and you still got higher?
So as we look through, so Ash, you get your absolute pick of the breeds. You can have whatever you want, and you don't even need you kind of walk over to it a little bit, 5 minutes, giving it some fuss, and it's happy with you. Syndra, you kind of just walk into the field and go look, pick up your favourite of the bunch, and just go come here, and it does.
Can I have Shadowfax?
Yeah,
I want Shadowfax.
there you go. Yeah, so you just see this beautiful sort of white horse, and you just go, can I have you? And just point, and it trots over, quite happy, and even sort of bends a knee for you to get on it. Lawrence, you get it horrific.
Can I just jump on someone else's horse?
You get horrifically wrong. Like everything just goes wrong for you. And right at the last minute, right before you grab what you think is the reins, although you can't work out why the reins would be at the back and underneath the horse, that's just weird. How can you see where you're going doing that? Just before you're about to make a huge mistake, Syndra kind of picks you up and plops you on the back of her horse. Yeah, Tiriana,
Wait.
what?
Does this make me Gimli? And Syndra's Legolas?
Yes.
No, well, kind
That's
of.
exactly what it makes you.
I say he's Gimli and Legolas on Gandalf's horse.
Yeah,
But you can make the jump so he doesn't have to toss you.
that is true.
Doesn't have to.
I mean, it's
You
not
will
the Battle of Helm's Deep yet.
The rest of you, yeah, you all sort of you get the horses that you wish. You all get sort of fairly decent ones. Calypso, you have a little bit of a struggle, but you manage to
Like,
pull it through.
as they get up, I think it's like, come on, Fuzzy.
And yeah, so that's it. So you set out for sort of Poacher's Crest. As you're going through, like you sort of trading stories and things like that, a few of you are fairly well travelled. You know that it started originally as just like a few hunting lodges out in the middle of some forests. After the land was taken over by Well, someone just basically just came in with money, claimed the land. It was obviously then deemed to be poaching in there, but they would still use the land itself and the cottages to sort of go through, and it's just kind of built up from there into a sort of a manufacturing town itself. They don't really have a poaching problem anymore. They've just kind of kept the name, but you don't know too much about it outside of the general history. And let's have a look. Does anything happen on the first day? No. First day passes without incident. As does the second. So, needless to say, you all get long rested and everything as you're travelling. You set up camp along the way. We will rejoin proper after a fast travel montage with you setting camp kind of just outside the town itself. So I'll get you a town map up in a moment. There you go. So this is Poacher's Crest.
I'm guessing we're coming in from the west.
Yes, you would be. Yeah, you're following it up through there. So you would be. We will join. We'll sort of rejoin early evening-ish. We'll say you've got a camp kind of just
Someone
off.
put my token down for me.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Thank you.
Now. But yeah, so you've got a camp kind of just slightly off screen, on the outskirts of the camp, of the town itself. And we can rejoin from there. I have too many character sheets. That's you. Yeah, bud.
There you go.
No worries. So yeah, there you go. You've had your camp. You're all fully rested. You can wait out another night. You can scout the situation. You can head in. Or sort of pick up from there. I've got a bit of time left for this session. What do you want to do?
Late evening, you say?
Yeah, so it'd be kind of just coming into like the sun's kind of just starting to set. From
Oh,
set. Sorry, go on.
How busy is the town? Is there a bit of a hustle and bustle, or is it just a?
There's a little bit. So you'll have probably scouted it out when you first arrived to the area. And yeah, it's mostly just kind of huts and shacks and things like that. It looks like there's a couple of a place where a market can go. There's things like that, but it's generally kind of quite a quiet town. On the other side, so on the east of the town, opposite to where you've come through, there is kind of a big manor house as well. But yeah, at this point in time, there's a few people knocking about. It's not a massive busy place at the best of times, but yeah, there's still a few people floating around.
I vote we go to the best place where information is exchanged.
I do too.
So the bar then.
To the boozer!
That's what I wanted.
I mean, we're definitely not going to be drinking, are we? No, we're definitely not. We're on a mission.
Do you know
Wait,
what's
what? We're not
Fuck
drinking.
you! Rabbit wants to get pissed.
I agree. I'm with the rabbit.
As
See,
they all shoot off, I'm just going to like turn and just send Shadow facts up his way. Just like, alright.
I'm chasing after the bunny. I'm not letting the bunny. Where is the inn?
I was
We
just
don't even
gonna,
know.
I was just going to say it's
I'm
always
running to the first
Honestly,
person
I'm
I
assuming
see.
it's this one.
Is there anyone here that I see?
The type of enemy.
the inn's fairly obvious as you walk into town. Like it's the one there's like people are going from many different places, but they're only coming from many different places, but they're only really going to one place. You can very clearly see where the inn is, and yeah, the unpredictability of D&D. Here's the inn map that I had prepared for you all. This is the Rabbit and Hound. That's the
I
local.
immediately go to the bar and go, I'm a
Same.
rabbit, I demand free drinks.
Yeah, the guy kind of just breaks out of his idle animation, looks at you a bit startled, like, "You're no rabbit, you're an hare."
Fucking technicalities.
He knows his long-eared
need token.
rodents.
I come up behind him and just go, Beer, why are you so fast?
I'm a hare.
There you
And
go.
I'm
You
sort
are
I'll
of
take
just
a
gonna
beer
sort of
too.
like,
Allegedly.
So yeah, so he just goes down the line and just kind of pours you all sort of various beers, eyeballing you a
If I
little bit.
pours me a beer out, it's like, what spirits you got?
I'm gonna down it instantly.
He's like, as
Same,
soon as
I'm
you're,
hot.
so he stands there and he's kind of, it's almost like he's playing a mini game. So each time an empty glass hits the bar, he kind of just slides over, just tops it up, and then goes back to talking
Hell
to
yeah.
Syndra. Like, spirits, we got strong uns.
Slam,
got-
another one.
We got, he sidles over, pours an ale, comes back as we got really strong ones, and then we've got I don't want to see for 12-hour ones.
I'll
What you
take one of
looking
those.
for?
You got any what taste smoky and preferably aged in wooden barrels?
I will give you one shot of I don't want to remember anything, and then you can tell yourself it tasted like whatever you like. And he
Another
just
one,
if
another
it's-
one
if
down here, good sir.
I'm
And
down
it's-
whatever is in front of me.
right, okay. So yeah, he's just going around filling up drinks. Anybody that is having one of the can't remember shots, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
I'm gonna pass because I've had these
Go. Saving
before.
through Constitution.
Always try everything once.
Wah.
Oh.
Good luck, guys.
Do I have
I-
anything?
Ooh.
I'm gonna. Can I use my inspiration to re-roll it?
Yes, you may.
I am checking through my abilities to let me see if I can count.
I
any
am
bad
just going to
rolls.
give in to peer
Hell yeah,
pressure.
that's better.
Nah, do you know what?
Uh,
I'm gonna be drinking this and passing out. I'm gonna find a corner.
I'm
So-
not doing that.
He's
I-
just
I-
accepting it.
I don't have anything to counteract bad rolls, and I don't have inspiration, so
So
He's
he's
got what
I'm
knees
good.
are, and he's like, ooh.
I'm gonna pick the glass up, wander over to a corner, sit down, neck it, and just pass out.
Well, you see, at this point, as you're all sort of around the bar, he's still just kind of sliding about, and he's just dropping like a jug of mead, and a shot of that, and he's just sort of sliding up and down and just making generic like small talk with each of you for about 30 seconds before the next one needs filling, and sort of sliding about while this is going on. It's like, Tiriana, you pick up that shot, and you just neck it back, and you look to one side, and Syndra's just gone. Just gone. Just out cold. And you
So
turn to
I took a whiff and be like, right, sleep time.
you turn to your other side, and Ash is just out cold. So you look up and you think, "Oh, I must be. What's that?" And you turn around, and suddenly Ash is upright again. It's weird. And you just shake it off and think you're seeing things. Ash, yeah, you have like a brief blackout for unknown reasons. Then you suddenly come back strong. Lawrence, you just don't see what the fuss is about. It's all right, is that? It's not
That's
too
some
bad.
Hair. I'm a
That's
hair.
some,
Fast metabolism.
that's some baller ass hangover recovery. I wish I had that.
I mean, Ash is the best. I mean, just like, poof, donk. Up again. More.
Basically.
I asked
Barbarian.
I asked the barkeep, where's everybody else? It's a bit quiet in here, isn't it? I noticed everyone seemed to be rushing somewhere. I don't know where.
So, the bar itself is actually bustling and full. Unfortunately, it didn't save any of the tokens that I put on it earlier, and I was frantically trying to fix that in the background while trying to get the tavern music to work. None of that was happening. While sliding around as a bartender. So,
The
apologies.
joys of Roll 20.
Yeah, that's okay.
But yes, for the purpose of this, the tavern itself is full. This is where everyone was coming into. Like there's people at every table. Everyone's just kind of sat talking among themselves and shouting
Right.
across and having conversations. It's a big, lively, friendly tavern. No one's really paid you any attention when you've come in, with the exception of the barkeep. Like a few people have just kind of looked up and not really done much else.
Well, it's because I've taken like the first mug of whatever was slid down to me, and I've not drunken none of that shit. I've just taken that and I've set off kind of wandering around, just trying to overhear conversations, trying to be innocuous about it, but because I'm me, to anyone else it just looks like I'm parading around being a bit of an ass. But I think I'm being stealthy and innocuous.
Excellent. Okay. That's fine. Are you?
You
Are
have
just-
a red glittering eye patch. You are peacocking right now.
I have black chainmail, a red glittery eye patch, and some other ridiculous adornment. I'm doing quite well for myself.
Yeah, there we go.
And I have a bag full of
Um,
PP.
Yeah. Luckily, a bard has struck up in the background because nothing else was working.
I did.
There we go. It's all coming through. Right. So are you doing anything in particular while you're kind of wandering about, or are you literally just wandering about?
I'm trying to overhear snippets of conversations, anything about a stone, or anything about anything special going on. I'm just
Alright, okay,
being a
that's-
bit nosy.
That's fine. So as you're rolling around,
Sorry, guys, I'm gonna have to be right back.
no worries. Yeah, so as you're wandering around, you'll try and pick up bits and pieces of what you can. If you can roll me stealth check with advantage, just to make sure you don't make yourself really, really obvious. Advantage because no one's really paying much attention, and then just a investigation check to see what you can actually overhear.
I'm gonna be no use because being unconscious over in a corner kind of makes you kind of useless.
You can make me another Constitution save and see if you can come round a bit.
You know.
He's still past it.
Yeah. No, that's fine. You
I
do
mean one of them half awake drunk stupors.
yeah, you're up. You kind of stumbling around. You're a bit groggy, but yeah, you're up and about. I'm not going to take you out of the game
Hey.
forever.
I'm gonna take another shot.
I'm wobbling my ass up to the bar, putting my empty glass down, and just yelling at the top of my lungs, "Another!"
So bartender just kind of sidles over, shakes his head a little bit, and just pours you one anyway.
I'm just gonna do this immediately.
Yeah, you're at the deck
And down
again.
we go.
I'm just fall back where I am. Just
Yeah, if that was another forget shot, then you're gone. You're out. Right. Let's have a look.
now we just need to work out how much brain damage I've got.
Your intelligence dropped by like 4.
Yeah, I'm going to edit your sheet shortly.
I
So
quite happily put my intelligence to a 0 modifier instead of a 1.
So, Verlin, you as you're pottering around, like everyone's just really, really friendly. No one pays any mind to you as you turn around. A few people kind of like pull you into conversation a bit. There's a few people like refilling your ale as you're going round and stuff. You're having the best time. These people think you're ace. They're like, there's one of them just kind of looks at you and he just goes, "If I could get an eye patch like that, I'd let you stab my eye right now." And he just pours you a massive drink in appreciation and kind of goes about his business.
I forgot that.
I need to sort something out, so Tiriana goes to the toilet and there's a massive queue. So
No problem, that's fine.
Yeah.
In terms of,
Masterful excuses are masterful.
oh, wonderful, I love it. I mean, she's just downed a few pints, so makes sense.
So after doing like a lap around and getting all this random praise and free beer and everything, I'm gonna get back to the others and I'm gonna be like, right guys, there's something very, very wrong here. Everyone's convinced I'm awesome and I haven't had to tell them I am once.
So, aside from that, what you do hear as you were going around, sorry, I got pulled off.
Bet you did.
God damn it.
I mean, we did have
Um,
a snack pulling conversation earlier.
Yeah, we did. No, you don't. There's nothing of any note as such. It's from what you can pick up. It's very much like a travelling town. There's a few people that are located here permanently that run the tavern, that run the store. The rest of the houses are kind of almost timeshare situations, like hunters and travelers and things just kind of come and go through the town, and it's just kind of like a big sort of melting pot. Nobody makes mention of the Lord or the Manor or anything like that at all. You don't. There's the only thing that's notable about it is the fact that not a single person mentions it. If you want to try and bring it up with someone in conversation, that's up to you. But that's where you're at this point. Who else was doing stuff? Oh,
I was gonna
Calypso's.
say, I was just gonna reach up and be like, "So, what about that big manor on the across the thing?"
So you just at the bar.
I'm just being as loud as possible.
All
Just
right,
like
so
back to the bar, staring out to the rest of the crowd.
Yeah,
So, anyone know?
basically.
no one else in like in the tavern even flinches. They all just kind of. If anyone noticed or reacted, they all reacted like exactly the same, so you didn't notice anything, type thing. The bartender just kind of does sidle up behind you, and even though you've got your back to him while you're leaning on it, he kind of reaches round, fills your drink blindly, and he sits and goes, "You don't really talk about the mansion too much here," and then just sidles off again. Calypso, you rolled for an investigation. What were you looking for?
Just looking to overhear some of the mumblings.
Fair enough then. So yeah, same as what Verlin would have heard. You just it's kind of like a wanderer's town a little bit. Sort of people in and out. A few that sort of stay there permanently.
The information is in the lack of information.
As always. Not a criticism, by the way.
What? Sorry. Take it as one until you,
Only
until you
criticism.
defended yourself. No, I'm nervous.
No.
Suddenly attacked.
Yeah.
If anything, you know.
But yeah, that's it. So it seems like Verlin said. To be fair, it's strange how everyone is just like no one's sat in a corner miserably. You're either unconscious or having the best time of your life with people you may or may not know.
The first one of those, I feel personally attacked.
I mean, I didn't want to mention you by name. You can roll me another con save as well.
You just
Because
passed
you
out on the
reminded
floor
him you were
right
there.
below the behind
Yeah,
the
I've basically,
stool.
Exactly, Al,
I've basically
exactly.
necked pure poison twice.
Right.
That's fine. All right, you've kind of got the hang of it now. You're back on your feet. You're a bit groggy, but you're up. You're normal.
You know what? I'll take a mead this time.
As soon as she's back up, I'm just gonna offer her another shot and just go, "Do you want to do it again?"
If I mix it
And
with the mead I just ordered, is it going to take the edge off?
I'm gonna look at
Yes.
him and just snatch it out of his hand.
Just while you lot are doing this,
I ordered the
Verlin,
mead. He's giving me this.
Yes.
are you still
Yes, it will
pottering
heal you.
about?
Drink
I know you
this.
kind of came back and reported a little bit. Are you still stood there, or have you gone sort of back into the crowd?
I'm kind of on the edge of the crowd, but on the edge of everyone
Oh.
else as well. Just
I'm out.
Just on the edge in general.
All
yeah,
right,
I find it very sus that people think I'm awesome without me having to tell them so.
Sounds
Believe
about right. It's like that's the reason. Like you guys have done really well through the campaign with not giving your names away and getting in trouble with the law. I always assume that's just because Verlin figured everyone knew his name anyway because he is Verlin, and thus he doesn't need to tell them. And everyone else was just smart enough to keep it to themselves. That's the.
Just as a thing, as bartender boy gives me a mead, I'm just going to reach in my pouch and pull my old pipe out. It's like, you know what? I need some of this. You've no issue, have you? To the barman.
You do feel Verlin, a slight, almost tug, on your armor. Roll me a quick perception check.
Aren't we lucky you getting pulled off, me getting a tug?
I mean, it's lost at this point. We may as well just roll with it, aren't we?
Why not both at the same time?
The answer is yes.
Perception.
I say, I pull my pipe out, but it's not fucking tobacco.
Neither's mine.
Oh god, I'm
All right. So you you as you feel the tug, you look around really quickly and you notice like the door moving ever so slightly, like someone might have just slipped through it. You weren't quick enough to see anyone. You check and you've got a piece of parchment, which just kind of says, if you're wanting to know about the manor, meet me outside.
I'm gonna just kind of innocuously come through and give Larry and Syndra and Ash and Calypso a tap. And just like as slyly as possible, just kind of pass the note between everybody. And then just kind of make my way over to the door. But like
Maybe-
slowly to give everyone a chance to kind of follow me out.
Maybe in the state I am just gonna look. I'm gonna see 5 of the same thing. I'm just gonna, huh?
Yeah,
Just pass it on.
I'll just follow Verlin.
I'll give you a piggyback.
I'm gonna stumble my way out.
I figure we'll also wait for Tyriana to get back before we.
Everybody's on my back.
Well, as you do kind of just poke your head out of the door quickly anyway, Verlin, to check. And again, you're not quite quick if you don't see a figure as such, but as you come out of as you will kind of look out of the inn over to this side, you do see kind of like, bushes being disturbed as if someone's just gone round that corner. So you roughly know where to go from there. If you then want to sit in the bar and wait, that's fine.
Because I have immense passive perception, that's why all this is happening.
I'm gonna just come running out at toilet and be like, "Oh my god, you have no idea how hard it is to go to the toilet in chainmail."
That's fine. I ran you outside because I wasn't sure where the toilet was. That's fine. Yeah. So that's fine. Yeah. So you come in. I'll let you guys fill in and do what you're doing from there.
So as
So
you
I'm
come in, I'm gonna
being piggybacked by a big old dragon bone, so I'm just sort of slumped over, just like.
I'm
I'm
gonna
so
also
high up.
show Tyriana this note that I've just been passed, which says, "If you want information about the manor, come outside." And then I'm gonna step outside and head towards the corner where I've seen the bushes rustling.
That's what we're here for.
I'm just gonna follow.
Why am I hearing Numa Numa?
The tune's just got good. Come
It's one of
on.
my selections from my past.
So you can put it. I'll try and put it so
Cinder.
you can still hear it just outside.
Okay. Syndra, I'm hauling your butt out of here. Come
Yeah, okay.
No, Lawrence, do you take requests?
on.
Depends on the request, but yes.
There you go. Okay. Oh, I need to just very quickly. L. Your character name, is that finalized?
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I can still see your sheet and stuff. So
Right.
That's
just,
fine.
just as Calypso's dragging me out, it's like, that stuff before was that really tasty.
No more for you.
Well,
Right.
can we get some for later then?
Alright,
You
so
can hold on to it.
you two can keep having this discussion at the back of it as it goes through. You can decide how drunk you're going to get afterwards. So Verlin, as you sort of round the corner, you've got a few people following you. There's just kind of like a hooded figure, and he's just kind of stood quite clearly waiting for you, just kind of arms folded. And he just, as he sort of raises his head, he pulls his hood back, and it's a Khajiit, not Khajiit, Tabaxi. That's what they are in this. It's a Tabaxi, but he's all kind of dressed in black robes, and he just looks and he's like, "What do you want to know?"
I want to know why no one talks about it.
Why are you here?
For reasons. Don't know if I can trust you with that.
Kind of weighs up a little bit. You need
Nothing
into the
untoward. Nothing untoward, if that helps.
You need into the manor?
Maybe. Anyone fancy on some light robbery?
What about robbery?
Robbery is not the way, my friend.
I mean, we're
The
probably going to
manor.
be taking something, so, it's definitely the way.
The manor is protected. You will not break it. Not if you want to survive.
Are
The
you
Lord-
threatening me?
Not at all. Not at all. It is a warning.
Oh, okay.
I am the Lord. Is nothing to do with me. I just pay a little more attention than some of the others around here.
So what's going on around here then?
he lets them do what he wants as long as they turn a blind eye to the things that he does. Most people seem happy with it, and those that aren't daren't speak up.
Oh, that's just mega sus. So can we get in? You seem to think you know a way in.
I do not,
Oh, then
but I know someone who does.
that sounds like a person we should be in touch with, Ben, because
I must say I have to advise against this action. The
Ah.
Lord is more powerful than many realize. He calls himself the Earl. He's more powerful than many realize. If you are going in, you must be smart and you must be clever.
Oh. When I hear that, I'm
maybe.
just gonna turn around and start walking away.
Maybe I have a thing. Maybe I can do something about something without doing anything.
The Earl enjoys his parties. That is your way in.
Oh, like a party.
That is your way in. That is your way undetected. If you're going to do this, you're going to need the help of someone. There is an adventurer that travels through here. Goes by the name of Lily. Keep an eye out. They will be the ones to help you.
Okay.
Sick.
But what do they look like? When do they come through?
Oh, they should be through around this time next week.
in about a week's time.
Yeah.
Don't push on too
Um,
hard then.
About
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
However, Elle, if you would
GM
like
peak
to give
time.
us as much of a description of your character as you feel is appropriate at this point. This isn't someone that you're necessarily going to know very well, but you may have had interactions with them. How much of a description would he be able to give to these people as to what to look out for?
Tall, green, pointed ears, long black hair. Yeah,
Okay.
and
So-
shady.
And shady. All right, so that's the description that this guy gives you. He's like, they pass through regular. They will be able to help you.
So what's these things that the Earl does that people forgive so easily?
It's not forgiveness. You don't forgive the things that he does.
Well, I was getting that kind of a vibe, but you know what I'm getting at.
Look, I can't say for certain because I don't know too much myself, but his wealth, his power, it's not come to him through natural means. And he doesn't keep it through natural means either. I don't know how long you've been in this town, but if you've not been here during the day, I suggest you come and have a look around. I'll tell you what you might find quite interesting, actually. Have a look at the school.
Yeah, that sounds like somewhere we should definitely look around. Since why would they have a school in a transient town?
It's not just a transient town, though. There's people that live here permanent. These tavern owners, people that hunt in the woods and maintain the land. A lot of them come and go, but there's many that stay. Have a look at the school.
I
See
must
what you
have
can find.
underestimated the size of this place. We're going to have a proper look around. We've been here about no time at all.
I'd have a look around, spend some time getting to know the place. Keep an eye out for Lily. But what are you after? If you're not here to help these people, because clearly you have no idea what was going on, why are you here? What do you want with the manor and the Earl?
Well, we don't know what we want with the Manor and the Earl. All we know is what we've heard is in this town.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think I've been all the help I can to you. Unless you'd like to perhaps take a potion or two. And he opens up his robe and he's just got a few different like potions and concoctions and stuff.
Peter's wares.
If you have coin.
What are you buying?
Oh, that's sorry.
Resident Evil, the merchant.
Oh right, yeah.
Mm.
No, so I thought it was one of them, not talking to me in character. Sorry. But yes, at this point he's just kind of stood there and gesturing to his various wares. None of it is labelled. It's just various little vials of swirling different coloured liquids and things like that.
I ain't buying
Well-
shit out of your jacket, pal. No.
He just kind of shrugs and folds it up. He's like, well,
Sindra, this is your market.
Meh.
Mysterious bottles of stuff.
My pipe. It
For the
was in
soup.
there. I left it on the side.
Add it to the soup.
Oh, soup. Who's got soup? Is it pork?
Pork.
Pipe soup.
Pork soup is best soup, because bacon.
right, well,
Got a point.
the
Listen.
Tabaxi's just going to kind of slink away. If nobody's buying anything and nobody's asking him any questions, he's just going to slink away. Is anyone going to try and catch him? Anybody saying anything, or are you just letting him disappear?
Hey, what you got? Is it fun?
He just kind of looks at you. He opens his coat back up, and he's like, "Anything is fun if you're open-minded."
Alright, anything that's fun that's not going to make me dead.
He picks out a vial of this kind of like luminescent, bright yellow, like liquid,
Yeah.
and swirling through it, there's just like little flecks of green kind of swirling through it, and he just kind of holds that up to show you it.
He's just going to be living on my back at this point.
I was like, ooh, shiny. How much?
Like, 1 gold.
You only got that one?
Right now? Try it. If you want more, I'll make it.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Excellent. Okay, well that'll be fun next time out. So yeah, are you pay? I'm assuming you're paying him. He's not giving you it until you pay him.
No, I'll flick him a coin over.
It's fine. Yep. So he catches the coin and just kind of tosses the vial over to. Well, no, he does actually. He tosses the vial to Verlin to hand to you.
It's nuke gold at me.
Because you're clearly smashed and unable to function. And yeah, that's it. We'll can call it from there. Verlin can pass that down. You lot can continue talking about pork soup.
Bacon. Liquid. Don't need to chew.
Sausage soup. Mm-mm.
Don't
What
need
we'll
to-
do.
Bacon in soup form, you don't need to chew, and that makes it better.
All I'd need to know, sort of ready for next time out, I say, because we will say it's like a week in game that you're going to float around this town.
So just as I'm gonna find a place to write this down. Sindra is smashed, got mysterious potion.
Basically, I just need to know what you're going to look to do through that week. Are you going to remain in your camp? Are you going to rent a room in the inn? Are you going to sit back and observe, get involved? Sort of, yeah, you've got kind of like a week of free time, side missions. What are you doing during that time, just so I know where to pick up from next week?
I'm
I'm
gonna stick
gonna-
around
oh.
in the town.
Should we go in order, starting with Erlin?
I'm gonna
Just on
stick
the
around
floor.
in town and observe them close quarters and see if I can suss out stupid shit that I think makes sense.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to go down the order that you all appear in my screen. Sindra.
Especially going to be hanging around the tavern area. She likes the booze, but she also gets a good atmosphere vibe from it.
Okay, are you renting a room in the tavern, or are you staying at the camp, or are you split?
Now I'm gonna rent like not biggest room, but like smallest room. Just haven't took myself away.
All right, so you're in the tavern. Verlin, sorry, were you going to remain at camp during the nights, or were you going to spend time in the like stay in the town?
In the town.
Stay in the town, the tavern. Calypso.
I'm just gonna stick around the tavern and make sure nobody drinks too many noxious substances.
All right.
I resent that remark.
No, you resemble that remark. Are you renting a room in the tavern as well?
I
Okay, Lawrence.
Are you sharing a room with me?
no.
By night, I'll be the bard for the tavern. By day, I'll be basically exploring the town.
Bloody bards.
Okay, Ash. Oh no, Tiriana. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to be getting a room in the inn, but I'm also going to be trying to befriend people in the town. See if there's any, other town elders, other people that might be in charge, maybe a small rebellion or something that might be going on. I'm going to be really trying to get in deep with people.
Okay, lovely. Ash.
I'm gonna be investigating more around the manor, trying to see what, protection and everything is going on, and see if there's any sort of like guards people or military in this town also.
Okay, perfect. Is anybody going back to pack up the camp? And what are you doing with the horses?
I was gonna say, and for the
I already
night,
said
I'll
mine
be
on
at
it.
camp.
Oh, so you're going to stay at the camp, Ash?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So-
Okay, that's fine.
I sent Shadowfax on his way. If he wants to come back, he will do.
All right. Are the rest of you just releasing your horses, or are you keeping them?
I'm going to make daily trips back
I'm gonna hold on to him to the night.
and, look after the horse.
I
I
don't
was
have
joking,
a
Still
good.
keep it tied up outside.
Okay.
I don't have a good history with keeping hold of horses, so I'm not going to get too attached this time and just let it go.
We're not having horse on the second.
No, we're not having Horse and Wells the second.
Saddens me. But yeah, that's fine then. So yeah, if you're keeping your horses, that's fine. I'll deal with that one way or another, I suppose. Anyone's let them go, that's fine. And yeah, we'll end the session there then.
Yep.
Awesome.
Uh,
With that, we will end the stream. So everyone that's still viewing, thank you very much. And we'll catch you all hopefully next week. So bye.
Lovely.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.